wiped out. Past 2 days, my sister and I have spent packing up all my worldly possessions, well, except for the worldly possessions that are left here, from my house in Vegas, and loading them into a U-Haul truck. That's right, I finally made my long-standing dream of being a trucker come true. I rented a 17-foot U-Haul. We picked up the truck day before yesterday, and I brought it home here and backed her up in the driveway with the help of my sis. And then we did, just the two of us. We took everything out of my house. It's all empty. We took the couch, and that was no easy feat. We took the desks out of my office, all those bookshelves. If you've watched any of my videos, I had so much stuff in here. It's all gone. We safely transported all of it to our Death Valley compound without breaking a single thing. Just the two of us. How about that? Anyway, we just finally finished yesterday. It took us 2 trips, 2 full loads, about 4 hours to load the truck here in town. And then we had to drive all the way out to the compound, which I could only go about 50 miles an hour because there's 2 mountain passes you have to go over. And well, one of them is pretty squirrely. So I could only drive 50 miles an hour. It took about 2 hours to get out there each way. So 1 load a day is all we could do. And thankfully, 2 full loads in the 17-foot truck was pretty much all it took. I mean, there's not much left now. I mean, I still have my modem and my router so I can get online because unfortunately I'm going to have to stay here on and off for the next few weeks, you know, cleaning stuff up and repainting for the next people who move in here. This is my little Vegas house. I'm definitely going to miss it, especially, you know, once I got it all unpacked and started looking at it. Like, oh, this house is cute. I mean, yeah, the carpets are dirty. Don't judge me based on that. I'm going to have all this replaced. Here's a peek into my roommate's bathroom, which, you know, normally I would never go in his side of the house because, well, you know, I want to give him his privacy. But it's actually a really cool little vintage bathroom. Check this out. So first of all, it's just right here off to the left of the living room. He's got this kind of weird little vestibule here with some storage. And then there's his bedroom. Got a couple windows looking out onto the backyard. A closet. I got to put his doors back together. I don't know why he took them apart, but he did. Anyway, here's the bathroom. Look at this. It's so cute. This vintage tile. Isn't that the cutest little bathroom? And there's a shower. And then there's the commode. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's really cute in here. And it's funny because when we moved into the house, we moved in at the same time. He was my roommate for 10 years almost, pretty much. I decided to go with the other side of the house because the bathroom over there on the other side of the house, this was my wing, which you might be familiar with. That's where my altar was. This is where my dressing room was. Now my sister's just has a little pallet on the floor. This was my bedroom. Now there's my pallet on the floor. And then there was my bathroom. And that's the reason I chose this side is because there's a bathtub. And, you know, I just thought it's nice to be able to take a bath every now and then and not just always showers. But, hey, I'm leaving it now. It doesn't matter. There is no bathtub at my place in Death Valley. But there are hot springs right down the road. So if I need to take a hot soak, I'll just have to do it the natural way from now on. So we're getting ready to drive out to Death Valley in our regular cars. We just returned the truck. So we've got, you know, some stuff here that we're going to pack into our cars, just small things. And then some of the stuff I have to leave here, like the cleaning supplies and painting stuff, because I have to do a little bit of maintenance around the old house to get it ready. So that's why you see that not quite everything has been packed, but almost everything. But there is one thing that we have to pack up that I can't seem to find. And that is my little cat, Noonie. She's coming to Death Valley with us. That's why I have that little kennel sitting out and ready. She doesn't know it yet, but she's about to embark on the biggest adventure of her life. I made sure to get her in earlier this morning before I dropped off the truck because there's a dog door in the laundry room here, and I didn't want her to be able to sneak back out, and then we have to try to find her all over the neighborhood. But golly, I can't even find her now in this house. Noonie, where are you? You don't want to go to Death Valley? Maybe she's in his closet. She likes to hide under stuff, and there's nothing for her to hide under, so. Down there. Oh, there you are! Hi, Noonie. You guys can't even see her, but she's down there. Noonie, you're gonna go on a big adventure. She's freaked out. Aw, hi, honey. Come on out. I think she's freaked out because she was a rescue, okay? The way I got her is some people 2 streets over, I think their house foreclosed or something and they had to leave, and they left their dog and their cat behind. Like, how cold-hearted is that? So the neighbors over there took in the dog and the cat, but they couldn't keep the cat because they already had a cat, blah, blah, blah. So they posted about it on Nextdoor, you know, the Nextdoor app. They go, we had this cat, we're looking for a home, and I don't know, I had Fred at the time, my dog, and he seemed pretty mellow, so I thought, oh, if I get a cat. And they were fine, they got along just fine. They never were really, like, super friendly, but she doesn't seem like she's missing Fred too much, but I feel like she might be having PTSD, like, oh no, these people are moving, they're going to leave me, it's going to happen again. But no, Noonie, we're not leaving you. We're going to take you with us. You're going to be a desert cat. Oh, Noonie. Come on, come out. I love you. You're going to love Death Valley. Poor little thing. I'll leave her alone. Anyway, my sister just went to get some coffee because unfortunately I don't have any coffee here since I'm still not drinking coffee and everything's all packed up. It's all out at Death Valley. Oh my God, that Death Valley house is a friggin' disaster. It is. Every room is jam-packed with boxes and furniture, and you know, we didn't really have time to put anything up. We just dropped it off and then came back. So guess what we'll be doing today and tomorrow and the day after that, and well, I'm probably going to be busy till Thanksgiving. But for now, I'm just going to drink a cup of fake coffee and try to wake up, get myself together, lure the cat into the carrier, and head out to the compound to get started. Get this kennel here and go try to sweet talk her into getting in. When I was vacuuming earlier, she moved from her previous bunker to this bunker in what used to be my dressing room, by the way. Oh my gosh, look at totally empty. Noonie, come on. It's time for your big adventure. Come on. Yes, come in your kennel. Look, she's freaked out. Oh, Noonie, don't be scared. You'll love Death Valley. She doesn't seem sold on it. Come on, Noonie, you're going to like it. It's so nice out there. All kind of scorpions for you to eat. Mice for you to chase. Oh, yes, we'll keep you safe from those coyotes. There you go. That's where you need to be. Okay, awesome. I better pick her up and get her in the car before she starts flipping out. Ready, Noonie? Let's roll. What? Okay, made it to my Death Valley compound. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see for yourself how jam-packed this place is. Now you have to remember, this is a 1,000 square foot house, and I just unloaded 21 years of my worldly possessions, and I'm coming from an 1,800 square foot house, and I'm a hoarder. Okay, and plus my sister, some of her stuff is in here. She even has more stuff coming. So when you see this mess, just remember, we got to fit even more in here. Okay, I'll pan up from the floor. Dun da 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 da. Oh my gosh. There's stuff everywhere. Got my Christmas bells. Got my maraca. Oh yeah, my tambourine. And 2 more mannequins. That's my buxom mannequin from my dressing room at home. And then this guy. Well, we've got big plans for that guy. Anyway, you can see there's just stuff piled up every which way. But you can also maybe see that my sister has been really busy doing some painting. Look at that. She painted that accent wall blue in the kitchen. Looks real nice. She scraped all the popcorn off the ceiling, which took forever. And then painted that white. And then painted the walls kind of a little bit darker off-white. And if you notice, you can see she did white down about 6-8 inches down the wall. Well, that's supposed to be an effect to trick your eye, to make you think the ceilings are higher, because the ceilings are super low in this house. The guy that we bought it from wasn't tall, but he wasn't like super short. And I thought he said his dad or something. Maybe his dad bought it from the guy who built it. Whatever the case, the guy who built it must have been real short, because look. Well, the blades are off of the ceiling fan now. And it's a good thing they are, because golly, if I reach my arm up, and I'll try not to shoot my armpit so nobody gets grossed out, but, you know, I could cut my fingers off, and I'm only 5'3", so these are very low ceilings. So she went through all the trouble of painting that little white stripe to try to make it seem like the ceiling's a little bit higher. So we'll see about that. And we'll see. We don't even want to keep these ceiling fans because they just seem like a hazard. But, well, when it's hot, you kind of need air circulation. Oh, yeah, and there's my throne by the door, too. Then moving along down the hallway, my sister's working on painting the office right now. Doing this. She's going to do the same thing, but the popcorn was such a pain that she's not going to mess with that. She's just going to paint the walls. And the ceilings in here are actually higher. You might notice there's a step down to get into the office. Well, that's because the office was an addition, okay? This was the external wall of the house at one time. But when they built this office room, for whatever reason, they went down, oh gosh, about almost a foot. 8-10 inches. So the ceilings in here are nice and, reasonable height. So no need to mess with that stripe. No need to futz with anything. She's going to paint the walls, brighten them up, and then she'll be done painting. Okay, now I'm going to show you my bedroom. Now remember, this is because my sister is getting the casita, guest house. Once that gets up to speed, I get this room. And so I jam-packed all the contents of my dressing room and my bedroom and some of the stuff from my office in here, and it's a disaster. And speaking of disaster, there is a ceiling fan in here. It's also a very low ceiling. I can't stretch my hand up. I don't even think I can, well, I can barely walk under this fan. Like this, it's an untenable situation. The ceiling fan's got to go. I was at Home Depot or Lowe's the other day looking at, you can get fans that are much shorter or flusher. I think there was one that was only about 10 inches. So that's definitely something in my future. Now you might be wondering, in all this mess, where is Noonie? Well, Noonie was really good on the drive out here. She sat in her kennel. She meowed all the way out of Vegas. Oh, hold everything. I got to stop this video to take a view out the window at the beautiful desert. Look at that. I'll zoom in for you if I can. That's the view out the living room window. How about that? Isn't that beautiful? In fact, my sister and me are about to go for a little sunset walk just to take a minute to appreciate the natural beauty all around us and not just work all the time. Anyway, back to Noonie. Like I was saying, she was real good in the car. She stayed in her little kennel. And I kept my fingers kind of poking through the bars, like petting her while I was driving with one hand. So she meowed until we got out of Vegas. But once we got out into the desert, she kind of quieted down. Oh, she came out. Hi, Noonie. She's hiding under the couch. Aw, she came out for a second. Hi, Noonie, come back. I poured her a little bit of water because she must have been super thirsty. She was meowing so much. She's probably really hungry, too. I should give her some food. But I set up a little, hopefully she can figure this litter box out. And then she's got her little thing there. If she wants, she can crawl in there. Some of her little blankets. And her little cat bed from home I put down there. Just some familiar things so she would recognize the smell. She should remember the smell of this couch. That's the couch from my living room in Vegas. Noonie, are you okay? Aw, poor little thing. She is really freaked out by all of this. And, well, I guess that makes two of us.